It's a celebration kind of day today. We are celebrating birthdays, specifically my mom's birthday. And so I'm going to be making her the one traditional thing that we have to have at every single birthday in my family, and that's an ice cream cake. A long time ago, I created this recipe because in my family, we knew that we had to have our cake and eat it too with ice cream on the side. So this is the best of both worlds because we have ice cream and cake all in one. So I'm just gonna start by kind of crushing up some cookies, and you can use any kind of cookie that you like. And the easiest way that I've found to do that is just by putting it in a Ziploc bag and using a rolling pin or anything that you can crush cookies with. And what we're gonna do with these cookies is we're gonna place them on the bottom layer of a springform pan. Now you wanna use a springform pan, so if you don't have one, make sure you get one for this recipe because you need it in order to be able to release the sides. And so that's what a springform pan does, is this little buckle here releases, and then when you take the sides off, it's a beautiful layered ice cream cake that is beautiful for any birthday. So I'm gonna crush down these cookies with my hand just to form the layer of the bottom crust. There's no real technical way to do that, just as long as it looks like a crust. You don't have to worry too much about it holding together because the ice cream is kind of gonna act as a glue that will hold everything together. So I have 2 gallons, yes, 2 gallons of ice cream here. This is not necessarily the healthiest recipe that I've ever made. However, it is a birthday. So that's what we're gonna use, is we're gonna use just about half of it here. And you just wanna use any type of ice cream that you like. So this is cookies and cream, and we have a chocolate cookie crust, so they pair really well together. So just think about what pairs well together, or whoever you're celebrating, what do they like? And that's really all you have to think about. You don't necessarily have to buy a healthy ice cream or a lighter ice cream. If it's a birthday, this is the time to go and just have your moderation where you just enjoy what you like. But of course, if you wanted to look for a healthier ice cream, you can pick whatever the birthday person, he or she, likes. So I'm just gonna kind of use a spoon and my fingers to kind of spread it out, and we just softened it for about 30 to 60 seconds in the microwave ahead of time. But you could also just leave it out on the counter for a little bit if you don't have a microwave, just to get it soft enough to kind of smooth it out over the crust. Then, this is the fun part, we're gonna add the rest of our cookies. And this will give you a really pretty layered look when you take the springform off. And whenever I make this recipe, people always remark at how beautiful, where can I get this recipe? And then when they find out that I literally took a bag of cookies crushed up and 2 gallons of ice cream and then whatever toppings you like, they can't believe how easy it is. And I love it because even on my own birthday, I make this cake for my own self. And it's not a labor of love. It literally takes 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do the rest of the ice cream. And in between these layers, if you wanted to add some of the toppings, you could do that as well. And we're just gonna smooth the rest of the ice cream over the top. So for me, I always choose a peanut butter and a chocolate version. So I always do, we have some Reese's here, we have some peanut butter candies, we have some chocolate cookies. So anything peanut butter and chocolate is really my favorite. So that's what I use for my birthday cake. And pretty much everybody in my family seems to be along that trend. My dad likes to do espresso, so anything with coffee ice cream. A lot of times I'll use Heath bar on the top of his. And then I just have some whipped topping, and you just wanna make sure that that's softened if it's frozen, just so that, again, you can spread it on the top. And this is optional, you don't necessarily have to top it with whipped topping, but everything's better with whipped cream. So when I made this cake for the first time, I believe it was for my dad's birthday, everyone was remarking at how good this cake was. And you know, I thought to myself, it really was so easy. I think I'll make this again for the next birthday. And then from there, it just became a tradition. And what's fun is that everybody requests what kind of toppings that they want for their cake. So it's kind of a personalized way that I get to celebrate everyone in my family when they call me before their birthday and they tell me exactly what they want, what flavor of ice cream, what kind of toppings. It's a really fun way to speak love to them. So I'm gonna top this with some crunchy chocolate cookies because to me, texture is everything. So having different textures and flavors in the ice cream cake is delicious. Then we have some peanut butter candies. And again, is this the most healthy recipe that you'll ever see me making? No, but it is a birthday. So I'm gonna celebrate my mom the right way, and we're gonna have a little balance here, and we're gonna make this fun. And not only that, but I mean, how mouth-watering does this look? And then we're gonna top it with just a few crushed up chocolate peanut butter candies. And you could top this with some chocolate syrup or anything else you can imagine. You do want to make sure that you freeze this well ahead of time because it takes about 4 hours to firm up in the freezer. And then right before you celebrate and you stick your candles in, you'll just want to run some warm water along the sides of the springform pan and it'll pop right off, and then you can sing happy birthday. I'm going to put this in the freezer and then we'll get started on the dinner.